kind of JJ's first half offensively, Equan's second half, but I thought maybe not lost in the mix was the fact that at a critical point, your bench, Bird, Barlow, Hart, and Tyrone Johnson kind of came in, gave you the lift, got you back in the game, and then you pushed it out from there. Am I right? Was that crucial?
Yeah, it was very crucial. I thought, Juwan had a great first half in terms of scoring. But those guys coming in and giving us that spark, John Hart's been great for us, and Tyrone and DJ and John all get 2 fouls in the first half, and then at different times gave us a spark. John did some good things when he got him in the first and the second half, even though his threes weren't going down like they have been. And Tyrone did some very good things, and I think DJ, kind of settled us down. We had good ball movement with him in there, and so our bench was great tonight. I think that's something that's going to get us over the top. There's going to have to be some different guys each night stepping up to help us win.
You've kind of touched on that in the past. That the next game it could be Beatty, it could be and that's kind of a nice luxury because those guys don't really know how many minutes they're going to play, right?
Yeah, they don't know, and I don't know. Yeah. At times you're kind of trying to evaluate on the fly when you like all your guys. It's difficult at times. Sandy's been kind of a nagging injury, with his groin, but it wasn't a great matchup tonight for Sandy with Keith Benson. And there's going to be some nights like that for him. I think in the Big Ten, have more traditional bigs for him to go up against. But he's someone who's got to keep a positive attitude, keep plugging. But some of our other guys have to do the same thing. You don't know when it's going to be your time to get in there and play, whether it's foul trouble or matchups. And when you get that opportunity, you want to play well.
Oakland's coach told us, he said, paraphrasing him, but essentially said, that you could have been in trouble tonight. They got you, ran out, they were playing pretty well, and he said, but he said Equan Moore's an All-American. He said, I knew he was good, I didn't realize he was that good, but he thought Equan was special.
But he made some very tough shots, especially in the first half.
Yeah.
When you give him some space and he has angles, he's a good player. But he made contested threes off the dribble in the first half, and really got us going in that point with it. But that's something for us. We have to understand when somebody gets hot like that. We got to get him the basketball, and I thought our guys did a good job of that. Because he's not, you're not going to shoot like that every single night. But that's not something that just happens every now and then. He's had a lot of nights like that for us.
This was a good game for you, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a great game.
That.
No question. It was a great game. They're an NCAA tournament team. That didn't happen by accident. Anybody who can go 17-1 in Division I play in their conference is a good basketball team. And anytime you have a 7-foot guy that's an NBA player, and then you circle him with some skill and some athleticism, you got a good team. They can beat people. They can not only can get in the NCAA tournament, but they can get in the NCAA tournament and beat people. And he's got a chance, especially as they continue to play and get some depth. You have to be able to have some depth. I thought we wore him down a little bit tonight with our bench.
Matt, after 2 relatively easy wins, just I guess at this stage of the season, how important was it for your team to actually have to struggle a little bit?
I think it's important to play different people, different styles, to get some different looks, to be able to adjust to those looks. But then as it goes on, just the competition, has to improve and get better. Your team's not going to improve. And tonight was a challenge for us, and we knew that going in. I didn't think we had a very good focus to start the game. We allowed them to get some easy looks on the perimeter, and they were very efficient in their execution in the half court. But we had some breakdowns, and they made some shots and got going. It was definitely a game for them to knock us off the way they started the game. But anytime you get into a competitive battle early in the year, whether you win or lose, I think it answers some questions about your team. I think tonight answered some questions about our team, especially some guys off the bench.
Such as?
Well, I would say John Hart. He gave us that stretch right there in the first half, and gave us that spark. And then Tyrone Johnson and DJ, both had fouls, and they played well in the second half. And I think that was very important. And then Barlow did a good job for us, hawking the ball. And a lot of people are going to try to equate, Kelsey Barlow's success with him making baskets all the time, and that's not the case when you're at point guard. If you can put good pressure on the ball and play good defense and then have 5 assists, no turnovers, I think that's a good night. And so I think Barlow did some good things for us coming off the bench. And if he can be consistent in those areas, that can really help us.